The only thing that I can tell you definitively about COVID-19 is that it is highly infectious and that it's spreading like wildfire.
But they're not all at doctor's offices or actually on the front lines like you are. So can you kind of walk us through what that looks like on the day-to-day for you as far as flow of patients, as far as what you're seeing and that intensity and volume of patients that you might be seeing?
So surprisingly, the volume has really been steady for me. I'm in the office now. I'm in the office, and the majority of what I'm doing now is telemedicine visits. I'm seeing very few people in the office just because of the concerns about some folks not knowing that they're infected. The CDC, now we have 9 symptoms that are associated with COVID-19. Initially, there were 3 main symptoms: fever, cough, shortness of breath. Now they've added chills, um, loss of taste and smell. And that's interesting too, George, because 2 diagnoses that I made initially before I was really supposed to be screening these patients, and I screened them based on them having children that had immune issues. There were two female patients of mine that had loss of taste and loss of smell, and I screened them, and they were both positive for COVID-19. And so now we got these new symptoms. So on a day-to-day basis, you're seeing from the very sick. I've lost my first patient last week. I'm probably diagnosed to over 30 patients now. And that's a small number compared to the 1,800 plus cases that we have in Louisiana, in Baton Rouge. But yeah, I'm seeing from very mild to no symptoms at all. Some people just saying I had a known close exposure to folks that have been intubated and then in the ICU experience what we call acute respiratory distress syndrome, and that is the most severe complication associated with this virus. But we're now seeing what they call hypercoagulable states, where folks are having strokes, and that's in our younger folks, younger population. So young people, you're not immune to this virus. Heart attacks, blood clots in the lower extremities. So we don't really understand the virus, how it looks. The only thing that I can tell you definitively about COVID-19 is that it is highly infectious and that it's spreading like wildfire.